Hey guys, it's Aria. Here's another requested video for our sets preppers out there. We're blessed to be a part of the 21st century where every information you will need is just one click away. Of course, due to the pandemic, on-site review center sessions have been halted, so most of the students have to rely on their own with studying, which could be troublesome for many people. I, for one, didn't learn anything during online classes. So, to make self studying more effective for you, I researched and scoured the internet for apps that could aid your studying. Links to the apps will be down below. If you want to know how I aced my sets, just click on that or the link I'll be providing down below. First on the list is periodic table. This was a big help for me when I was a STEM student because all the details about every element are in one app. Aside from that, I loved how clean, direct, and organized the user interface is. One great feature is that it can list the elements by whatever factor you choose. If you have plans on memorizing the periodic table, which I suggest you don't, but if you do, this is the perfect app. It tells you when and who discovered it. It also gives the number of electrons, protons, and neutrons. One thing that helped me a lot during lab days is that it also gave its melting point, boiling point, and density. If you're too lazy to configure the element, it also provides its electron configuration. It also has these additional details that would be a big help if ever you're taking a STEM degree. If you want to make the most out of this app and want more details, you can buy the Pro version of this to have access to all the features it has. Next is Zookal. I've mentioned this app in my previous video about how I passed the sets, so this will be a quick rundown of its features. Any student preparing for a standardized test can use this because it has all the licensure examinations from high school entrance tests to the bar exam. It's properly organized and direct to the point. It divides every major exam into parts so that you'd have more control over what skill you'd like to strengthen. What's great about this is that it explains the answer. Next is the Merriam-Webster Dictionary app. This app will help you expand your vocabulary. This app is a must-have for any student just in case you'd want to know the meaning of a word at a random place and time. I love this because it's usable offline. I don't always have access to the internet, so this is very helpful since my brain sometimes pops out a word I'm not familiar with. It gives you one word per day and has games to make learning more fun and interactive. Next is a set of apps made by Magoosh. First, there's a vocabulary builder. The interface is pretty basic and easy. The format is like a flashcard kind of approach. It shows you a word and you have to choose the correct meaning from the choices. After picking, it shows you how the word is used in a sentence. If ever you got the wrong answer, it'll repeatedly come up till you master the word. It's separated by levels so you can gradually master different words at different levels. Another feature is that if you want a challenge, you can play with a random opponent who uses the app. Second is Magoosh ACT. For my Filipino viewers out there, ACT means American College Testing. Since our entire education system is based on the system in America, it's no surprise that most tests coverage is the same as the ACTs. This app isn't like the other app, which is in a multiple choice format. This app gives you educational videos about different lessons. Once you're done studying the videos, it also gives you practice questions about the lessons you studied. Not only does it help you in the academics aspect, but it also gives you general tips about tests as a whole. Last is SAT flashcards. This app's format is similar to the vocabulary builder, but the lessons they cover are identical to the Magoosh ACT. It covers lessons from writing to science and math. It shows you terms related to these subjects and gives you the meaning of them. It will help you get a basic overview of the terms used in these subject areas. The next two are specialized for the UPCAT, but it can be used for studying since pare-parehas lang naman coverage ng tests. First is UPCAT Reviewer. This primarily prepares you for the UPCAT or the University of the Philippines College Admission Test. It's divided into 4 sections, much like the UPCAT subtests. It has language proficiency, science, math, and reading comprehension. What's great about this is that each question has a time limit so that you can train your time management skills early on. It also has a passing score for the whole test, so you'd understand your strengths and weaknesses. Next is named Upcat Reviewer as well. This is also in a multiple choice format, and you get to choose the level of difficulty you'd like to be tested in. It also records your score so that you'd be able to assess yourself what aspect you'd like to fortify. If you'd like a full simulation of these subject areas, you'd have to buy the premium version. Next is Mathway. Along with Photomath, this has helped me get through with my calc classes. You can ask it any question or take a picture of your problem, and it'll give you the answer. This app can only help if you'd like to check whether your answer on a specific question is correct. Next is Photomath. It's the same with Mathway, but Mathway is more accurate, in my opinion. This app is great for quick checking on certain problems. What differs it from Mathway is that it shows you the solution to the problem. Unlike with Mathway, you'd have to pay for the premium version. Just point your camera to the math problem and it'll answer it for you. Next is CalcES. This is a scientific calculator for your phone. I don't bring my cycle everywhere, so having one on your phone would be a big help. This app is laden with useful features like the Math Formulas tab. It shows you different formulas under mathematics. I use the Geometry Formulas tab a lot because geometry word problems were my weakness. It has formulas for geometry, algebra, trigonometry, statistics, and so on and so forth. There's also a unit converter if ever you'd like to use that. If you want all the features, including graphing and programming, you'd have to buy the app's Pro version. But even if you don't buy it, it's still a very helpful app. Next is Spotify. To help you commit yourself to your studying, you'd have to put on some tunes, am I right? For me, I listen to lo-fi beats because my brain automatically connects it to work in progress whenever I listen to it. I made a playlist for studying, so I think it can help you focus on your subjects. The link is down below. Next is YouTube. A lot of people have underestimated the power of YouTube when it comes to tests preparation. Students instantly think about review centers and review materials that you buy, but they forget about the most useful review material of all, YouTube. It has videos of everything. I suggest Crash Course for a meaningful brushing up on certain concepts, Amoeba Sisters for biology, Khan Academy for mathematics, and the Organic Chemistry Tutor for chemistry. If you know any more YouTuber that could greatly help your fellow sets prepper, please suggest them through the comment section down below. Let's make the comment section a haven full of advice. Of course, I cannot not put Khan Academy on this list. Khan Academy has everything, and it's free to use. It has an entire section for SAT preparation. You get to create a practice schedule and take diagnostic exams in order for them to identify what subject areas you have to practice. Try to maximize the materials you have online. It has a section where they discuss tips and strategies on test taking, and they also have a full simulation test for every subject. Next is Wordscapes. This is a game I play almost every day. It's a fun and mindless game you can play for the expansion of your vocabulary. You can click on a word and it shows you the meaning of the word. It's kind of like a crossword without the questions. Next is Elevate. I love this app because of the interface and the design. This app trains your brain in different aspects like logic, mental math, vocabulary through games. The level of difficulty rises every time you ace a particular game. You'll never get bored of studying. If you don't want to play, they also offer traditional ways of studying. The way they deliver lessons is very simple and minimal, so you won't get confused by it. The free version only offers you 3 games per day and you're only limited to a few games. If you want to access all the games and all the features, consider buying the premium version. Last is Forest. This app helps you avoid procrastination. The interface and design is cute and minimal. You set the time you'd want to focus on studying. It goes up from 10 to 120 minutes. If ever you open your phone while the time is still running, your tree will wither. Every time you successfully finish your session, you gain coins. The paid version of this app lets you use the coins to plant a real tree. If you're using the free version, you can save up your coins to buy different trees to add diversity to your forest. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed and found this video helpful. If you have any more apps in mind or advice for other people, please comment it down below. That's it. Thank you.